I bet you didn't know that the USF Bulls could stand toe-to-toe with the Alabama Crimson Tide. Think David versus Goliath, but with more tackles and turnovers. The USF Bulls were the underdogs, facing off against the powerhouse Alabama Crimson Tide. It was a game that many thought would be a blowout, but USF had other plans. They came prepared, with a defense that was ready to fight tooth and nail for every yard. USF's defense came out swinging against Alabama. From the very first snap, they showed an intensity and focus that caught everyone off guard. They weren't just playing to keep up, they were playing to win. Every tackle, every stop, every turnover was a testament to their preparation and determination. The USF Bulls took on the mighty Alabama Crimson Tide and showed us what grit really looks like. It wasn't just about physicality, it was about heart and strategy. They studied Alabama's plays, anticipated their moves, and executed their game plan to near perfection. It was a masterclass in defensive football. Their defense was a fortress, forcing turnovers and making crucial stops that kept Bama on their toes. They intercepted passes, sacked the quarterback, and disrupted plays in ways that left the Crimson Tide scrambling. It was a defensive showcase that had fans on the edge of their seats. But here's the big question. Can they maintain this level of play throughout the season? One game, no matter how impressive, doesn't make a season. The true test lies ahead. Can they keep this momentum rolling? The upcoming games will be crucial. They'll face teams with different offensive styles, each presenting unique challenges. The ability to adapt and stay resilient will be key. Facing different offensive styles in upcoming games will be the true test of their resilience. They need to be versatile, able to switch strategies on the fly, and maintain their intensity. It's not just about physical strength, it's about mental toughness and strategic thinking. The Alabama game was more than just a match, it was a statement. A statement that the Bulls are not to be underestimated. They have the talent, the coaching, and the heart to compete with the best. A statement that the Bulls' defense has the potential to be a game changer this season. They have set a high bar for themselves, and now it's about consistency. Can they replicate this performance week in and week out? So, buckle up, Bulls fans. This season promises to be an exciting ride. The defense has shown what they are capable of, and now it's time to see if they can sustain it. If they can harness that same fire and determination, there's no telling how far they can go. The potential is there, and the fans are ready to support them every step of the way. We might be looking at a season full of surprises. The Bulls have the chance to make a name for themselves, to be the team that defies expectations and makes history. Stay tuned, and let's see if USF's defense can deliver some sequels. The journey has just begun, and it's shaping up to be an unforgettable season. I'm sure you've heard the news. USF's defense put on a show against Alabama. As we dive deeper into USF's stellar defensive performance against Alabama, it's time to shine the spotlight on the key players who made it all possible. These are the athletes who turned the tide and made a statement on the field. First up, we have linebacker Antonio Grier. Grier was a force to be reckoned with, leading the team in tackles and showing incredible field awareness. His ability to read the offense and react swiftly was a game changer. Grier's relentless pursuit and hard-hitting tackles were pivotal in keeping Alabama's offense in check. Next, let's talk about defensive back Daquan Evans. Evans was a nightmare for Alabama's receivers, breaking up passes and staying glued to his assignments. His interception in the third quarter was a turning point in the game, showcasing his keen eye and quick reflexes. Evans's coverage skills and tenacity were crucial in disrupting Alabama's passing game. Defensive lineman Rashawn Yates also deserves a special mention. Yates brought the heat to Alabama's quarterback, applying constant pressure and recording a couple of sacks. His presence in the trenches was undeniable, as he consistently broke through the offensive line, forcing hurried throws and making critical stops. Yates's power and agility were key factors in USF's defensive dominance. We can't forget about safety Makey LaPointe. LaPointe was the anchor in the secondary, providing solid coverage and stepping up to make several important tackles. His ability to read the play and provide support in both the run and pass defense was instrumental. LaPointe's leadership and versatility were evident throughout the game. Last but not least, let's highlight defensive end Jason Vaughn. Vaughn's speed and strength off the edge were vital in collapsing the pocket and disrupting Alabama's offensive rhythm. His relentless pursuit of the quarterback and ability to close gaps were critical in keeping the Crimson Tide on their heels. Vaughn's energy and impact plays were a major boost for the Bulls' defense. These players, along with their teammates, combined their skills and determination to create a defensive masterpiece against one of the most formidable teams in college football. Their individual performances were impressive, but it was their collective effort and synergy that truly stood out. As we look ahead, these key players will need to continue stepping up and leading by example. Their ability to maintain this high level of play will be essential for USF's success this season. With talent like this, the Bulls' defense has the potential to be a formidable force in every game they play. So, let's keep an eye on these defensive stars as the season progresses. They've shown what they're capable of, and now it's time to see if they can keep the momentum going and lead the Bulls to even greater heights. Stay tuned, Bulls fans, as we follow the journey of these defensive standouts and witness their impact on the field. The season is just warming up, and with players like these, the future looks bright for USF's defense. Don't miss out on more exciting content and updates. Subscribe and stay tuned for all the latest on USF's journey this season. As we continue our deep dive into USF's remarkable defensive performance against Alabama, it's crucial to understand the strategies that made it all possible. The Bulls coaching staff meticulously crafted a game plan that leveraged the strengths of their star players and exploited the weaknesses of Alabama's offense. One of the key strategies was the aggressive blitz packages. By consistently sending additional rushers, USF was able to disrupt Alabama's offensive rhythm. This approach not only pressured the quarterback, but also forced hurried decisions and created opportunities for turnovers. The relentless pressure from players like Rashawn Yates and Jason Vaughn was a testament to this strategy's effectiveness. Another critical element was the adaptive zone coverage deployed by the secondary. Instead of sticking to a rigid man-to-man defense, USF's defensive backs, led by Daquan Evans and Mickey LaPointe, adapted their coverage based on Alabama's formations and tendencies. This flexibility allowed them to effectively neutralize the Crimson Tide's passing game, as evidenced by Evans's decisive interception and multiple pass breakups. The Bulls also employed a strategic use of stunts and twists along the defensive line. This technique, which involves defensive linemen crossing paths to confuse the offensive line, was particularly effective in collapsing the pocket and creating sack opportunities. Antonio Greer's leadership in orchestrating these stunts was crucial, as his field awareness ensured seamless execution. Additionally, USF's defense emphasized disciplined gap control to stifle Alabama's running game. By maintaining their assignments and not over-pursuing, the Bulls' defenders were able to contain the run and force Alabama into obvious passing situations. This disciplined approach was evident in the way players like Greer and LaPointe consistently made key tackles and limited big plays. Communication and teamwork were also pivotal. The defensive unit's ability to communicate pre-snap adjustments and stay cohesive throughout the game was a direct reflection of their preparation and trust in one another. This unity was a significant factor in their ability to execute complex defensive schemes under pressure. In summary, USF's defensive success against Alabama was a result of a well-rounded strategy that combined aggressive blitzing, adaptive coverage, strategic line movements, disciplined gap control, and exceptional communication. These elements, when executed by talented players, created a formidable defense that even one of college football's best teams struggled to overcome. As the season progresses, it will be interesting to see how USF's defense continues to evolve and adapt their strategies to face new challenges. The game against Alabama has set a high bar, but with their proven tactics and the talent on their roster, the Bulls are poised to maintain their defensive prowess. Stay tuned as we continue to break down the strategies and performances that define USF's season. The journey is far from over, and there's much more to come from this resilient and dynamic defense. As we look ahead to the rest of the season, the big question on everyone's mind is, can USF's defense maintain their high level of play? The answer lies in their ability to build on the foundations they've established and adapt to the unique challenges posed by each upcoming opponent. One key factor will be the continued development of their younger players. Fresh talents like linebacker DJ Gordon and cornerback Christian Williams have shown flashes of brilliance and will need to step up as the season progresses. Their growth and integration into the defensive scheme will be crucial for maintaining depth and versatility. The coaching staff's ability to innovate and adjust their game plans will also play a significant role. Each opponent will bring different strengths and weaknesses, and USF's ability to tailor their defensive strategies accordingly will be tested. For instance, facing a run-heavy team like Navy will require a different approach compared to a pass-centric offense like Houston. The adaptability and creativity of the coaching staff will be paramount in these situations. Injury management is another critical aspect. The physical nature of football inevitably leads to injuries, and how USF handles these setbacks will impact their defensive performance. Depth in key positions and the ability to seamlessly integrate backups will be essential. Players like Antonio Grier and Daquan Evans, who have shown leadership and resilience, will need to continue guiding and mentoring their teammates through these challenges. Moreover, maintaining the mental and physical stamina throughout the season will be a test of the team's conditioning and resilience. The grind of the season can take a toll, and ensuring that players remain focused, motivated, and healthy will be vital. The leadership within the team, both from coaches and senior players, will play a crucial role in keeping the squad unified and driven. Lastly, the element of surprise can't be underestimated. As opponents review tapes and prepare for USF's defense, the Bulls will need to stay one step ahead. Introducing new wrinkles into their defensive schemes and keeping opponents guessing will be key to sustaining their success. In conclusion, while USF's defense has set a high standard with their performance against Alabama, the true test lies in their consistency and adaptability moving forward. With a combination of young talent, innovative coaching, effective injury management, and strategic surprises, the Bulls have the potential to continue their defensive dominance. The road ahead is challenging, but this team has shown they have the grit and determination to face whatever comes their way. The next few games will be crucial in defining their season, and we'll be here to break down every play, every strategy, and every moment of brilliance. Stay tuned as we follow USF's journey and witness how their defense evolves and rises to the occasion. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on USF's season and in-depth analysis of their games.